Yo, 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 yo. I hope you can hear me because the volume is showing super low. I don't feel like going through the stress anymore. But yo, it's what day is it? What day is it? What day is it? It is March 1st. It's actually the first of the month. And you know what that means? Every first video of every month is me just talking to y'all. Nothing changed. This time I'm gonna be just talking to y'all. This time while playing UFC's 4's knockout mode. So what y'all want to talk about? Y'all read the title. We talking about my love for the WWE, how it started, how it was. So I'm gonna play the knockout mode. I ain't played knockout mode. I don't think I've ever played knockout mode on UFC 4. So we're going to Kumite arena and everything. Okay, let's get jiggy with it. So we're gonna talk about wrestling. If there's one consistent thing in my life, it's wrestling that I loved basically my entire life, and I mean from childhood to adulthood. And I think the reason why I was able to love it the whole time, unlike so many other people, was because I never had the notion or the idea that wrestling was real. I was never taught that it was real. No one ever told me it was real. My parents didn't, like, they straight up was like, it's not real, bro. The blood's not real. They were like, I was ketchup and stuff. You know, they made me believe in the Tooth Fairy, the Santa Claus, none of that stuff. Easter Bunny, and they didn't let me believe in wrestling. So, when I was watching wrestling, I wasn't watching it because it was real, which is weird to think about. Because a man gets hit with a sledgehammer and then the next night he's okay. Like, that didn't add up to y'all. But I was watching it as it was just a regular TV show that I really enjoyed. And then as years go on, you get an overhaul of talent, and you get attached to these new talents, and you just want to see story progress every single time. That's just what happened. I mean, of course, there's some bad years. I mean, like, I think maybe my college and high school years, this was some dark days in the WWE, some boring stuff. But, you know, it's a little bit better right now. It's a little bit better, you know. 2009 was great, you know, when they had the whole Kofi Mania stuff. But I think we're too far ahead. We need to start back. We need to start back in the 90s, bro. We gotta go back to the 90s. I was born in 1994, right? And one of my earliest, not memories, but stories, is my grandma tells a story where she was watching wrestling, and I was a little baby in her arms, and she was so into the show that she stood up with me in her, with me there, right? Then completely forgot I was there, and then got up, almost dropped me, bro. Almost dropped me watching wrestling, bro. If that's not hilarious, I don't know what is hilarious. But yeah. I mean, yep. She told you my first time playing. I already got an achievement. Got an achievement for it. My first time playing knockout mode on UFC 4. But yeah. So my WWE days go back, obviously, way back to the WWF days. The good old days before it was WWE. That's how old I am. But y'all, that's the first fight. We gonna do another fight. We got some more fights to do. I'm gonna tell a couple wrestling stories, and then, you know, we'll end it off. We'll end it off. A little slight video. So now I'm gonna use Kamaru Usman. You take on Kobe, whatever. But what else? So 90s. I remember one of my earliest memories was the 2000s Royal Rumble. Bro, let me tell you, I cried when The Rock won. But I didn't cry because The Rock won. I cried because Tess lost. Weirdest thing ever. But back then, we didn't have internet. All I wanted to do was hear Tess's theme song again. And like I said, I was a Tess fan too, bro. Bro, I was like, I want to hear Tess's song. I was a little baby, bro. You know when you're a little baby, you cry over stupid stuff, right? Well, what the heck? Why am I? It's like I'm not controlling him. Why is he not moving? What did I just do? I went to controller select. I was what I wanted, not character select. My fault. Yeah, I didn't put myself in the thing. I wasn't playing. But yo. Then my mom was like, yo, if you're going to be crying over wrestling, we're going to stop watching it. And I was like, all right, stop immediately. That's one story. Another one was, There's a couple wrestling matches I've watched a billion times. I've watched TLC from WrestleMania 17 about 100 times, and I used to mimic the moves. I used to mimic it with either the wrestling toys or with my body, almost breaking my parents' bed, jumping off the little freaking headboard, doing wild stuff. You know how sad I was when I realized I'm too big to be doing this? I'm telling you, I used to climb on the headboard, jump off of it, and land on the bed, bruh. I was doing some wild stuff, bruh. Man, I used to, and you know, I ain't really had nobody to wrestle with. So I used to just use my imagination. I was wrestling, bro. But sometimes my brother, you gotta keep in mind, my brother's a lot older than me, bro. But we did play wrestle a little bit. I had my character. One of my characters was Pimp Juice. I wasn't Pimp Juice, but that was one of my characters. And you know the Nelly song Pimp Juice. That's where the name came out. So I'll be like, "You come out, you just want me for my pimp juice." Ooh. Yeah. But every time we had our wrestling matches, he would never let me win. He would literally never let me win the match. So I would literally, like, the match would not be over unless I decided, okay, that's it, I'm done. The match is over now. His finisher was the torture rack too, because every time he did the torture rack, I would tap out. I mean, we weren't really safe, bro. We didn't hurt each other or nothing. We were definitely not paying. That was fun. We hadn't had a wrestling match in a long time, though. That's crazy. That's really the good old days, bro. I miss those. Think about it, we was really out there wrestling right there in the living room. That's crazy, bro. Kids, remember, please don't try this at home. It was fun though. Never got hurt, so he was definitely safe with it. Another win, bro. This man said game over. Look at Kamaru Usman. You saw the referee over there calling for help. Another story I have is Royal Rumble 2000 and 2. Yes, when Triple H won. I've watched that Royal Rumble a billion times, bro. Royal Rumble was my favorite match in that year. Was the year that the Royal Rumble was out. We had it on VHS. When I tell you, I watched that match so much, and I used to mimic it with the action figures, bro, every time. And I used to make every person like a different person. So we had, like, obviously whoever was Triple H won every time. So cause Triple H won, but I don't know, man. It was fun, and I used to mimic the matches with the action figures, like the Royal Rumbles, bro. I did that for a long time, and I'm like, now that I'm older, I'm like, man, I really used to do that every Royal Rumble. I'm like, dang, bro, why am I not mimicking it? I wish I was right now, but that's life, bro. You get older, not unfortunately, very fortunately that you get older, but there's always like a time limit on things you can enjoy for some reason. They put that time limit on wrestling. You know, you're not supposed to enjoy it as an older person. You know, that's what they say. You know, same thing with video games, but now that stigma is kind of fading from video games, where you're supposed to outgrow video games, but you're supposed to outgrow like toys and stuff too. But it's all right, man. You know, you ain't supposed to be a kid forever. But you gotta be a kid at heart. Dang, Wally fast. I'm Wally Zhang, by the way. She fast. Carla Esparza is who I'm fighting. So I forgot there was kicks because the people I was using, they weren't really using kicks, they were just punching. But I'm trying to think if there's like any. There's a bunch of stories. Let me tell you about the wrestling Christmas I had. This was my favorite Christmas ever. So one year, obviously I don't know what gifts I'm gonna get, but I can't remember if this was the same year that my mom called me and she was like asking me which action figure I had and which one doesn't. I think it was like X-Pac, and she was like, and I was like, yes, you finally found X-Pac. I need an X-Pac so bad because I had this Trent and Tron thing, right, where the Superstars theme song will play if you had. They had this little thing on the bottom of their feet that connected to the Trent and Tron, and it would play the song. Whole bunch of action figures. None of them would ever play X-Pac song. So when we finally got Xbox on, and they freaking threw away that Trenton Tron, bro. I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad about it because I was like, bro, I literally just got the X-Pac, and you threw away the Trenton Tron. Like, why? Why'd you do that to me? So yeah, there's that. But that WrestleMania, I got a bunch of stuff, and like every single gift that WrestleMania, that Christmas, I got a bunch of stuff, and every single gift was a damn WWE gift. I was so happy, bruh. I got Christian's action figure with Tyson Tomko and Trish Stratus. I can't remember if it was the Cruiserweight title or the WWE title. I can't remember. I don't remember. I think it was the WWE title, like the old classic Winged Eagle title that Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels had. I got this plug and play video game, bro. It was just a bunch of wrestling gifts. I loved it, bro. I loved it so much. But yeah, another WWE memory is basically wrestling is in my blood because my grandparents watched it and they still watch it. They be calling. Grandma be, oh man, I should have did the Wale Zhang celebration to see what it was. They be calling and be like, yo, and we be talking about it still to this day. Grandma be like, yo, is this pay-per-view worth watching? And I'll be like, yeah, you should watch this one. And then grandpa the same way. And then my parents used to watch it. And one day they kind of just stopped. My mom doesn't watch it like watch it, but she'll watch parts of it. And if I call her, be like, yo, you gotta see this, you gotta see it, she'll watch it. She basically knows everybody though. I don't know if you know like Brandon Rashaw. You know how Brandon Rashaw doesn't actually watch the show, but he like knows everybody because he watches the highlights and stuff. That's how my mom is. She knows everybody, but she don't like sit down and watch the show, you know. But okay, let's go to the blue corner. What was I gonna say? I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, and then my brother loved it a lot too. He still watches it, and then that's me. That brings me, and hopefully my children will love it too, cause you know, let the legacy live on. You like them bars? No? Okay. I gotta be so mean about it. Why you gotta be so mean about it? Why you gotta be so mean about it? Why you gotta be so mean about it? Alright, so I'm the blue corner this time. I'm Alexa Grasso. It's crazy that I'm talking about WWE on a UFC video. UFC video game, but it's okay, bro. So, should I go down like the pipeline of my favorite wrestlers? Let's do it then. Let's do it. So, it started off Shawn Michaels. Which is crazy because my earliest memories of Shawn Michaels, my earliest memory of wrestling, Shawn Michaels wasn't there. So that means when I was little, when Shawn Michaels was there, I was watching wrestling as a baby and I remember Shawn Michaels. That's crazy because he was my favorite, but I was a baby. Like, how am I supposed to remember that he was doing what he was doing? But yeah, it was Shawn Michaels. Then the Hardy Boys. Then after the Hardy Boys, shoot, I think it went straight to John Cena. It was John Cena forever. I was the biggest John Cena fan, especially Dr. Thugonomics John Cena. Bro, he couldn't tell me nothing. He brought two things I love together, rap and wrestling. I thought he was the dopest. And then I still remember the year he won the WrestleMania. He won the championship of WrestleMania. And that was what? I don't remember what year it was. It was 2005, so I was in 5th grade. Bro, they had bedtime. Couldn't even watch it. Couldn't even watch the whole thing. I was begging for that match to come on early, but it didn't. But I remember I wanted him to win so bad that I went to the bathroom, and my brother and my grandparents were still watching it. And then I went to the bathroom. They was like they saw me, and they were like, John Cena won. I was so happy, and then I had to go to sleep. Good old days, bro. But then after that, I would have to say, currently it's the New Day, bro. You know I love the New Day. All three of them, collective. Kofi Kingston, Big E, Xavier Woods. So that's the pipeline of my favorite wrestlers. Were there people that I enjoyed a lot in between? Of course. I was a big CM Punk fan. I was a huge CM Punk fan. You know, I was a fan of like MVP, Who else? Who else is there? Dang, I can't even think off the top of my head. Shoot, is that it? No, there's gotta be more people. I'm a fan of everybody. And you know, we did watch. Shoot, let's go back even farther to the Monday Night Wars, bro. We was watching the Monday Night Wars. My brother controlled the TV. He had the remote, but man, he was flipping back from Raw to Nitro. And I remember some nights we would watch Nitro at the end because their ending was more appealing, or we would watch Raw at the end, bro. That was a tough times, bro. Those are good times, bro. We could break some. I mean, this is my love for WWE, but maybe it should be my love for wrestling because there is definitely some WCW stories I could tell, bro. My favorite WCW game of all time was WCW Thunder. It's supposed to be a trash game, bro. If I played it now, I'd probably hate it. But bro, I tell you, couldn't wait to come home and play that game. It was just so fun to me. It was just so fun, and they was just say random pile driver stuff like that. They had a Royal Rumble match in it. It was just a riot. It was just a riot. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think some more WCW stories. I don't have too many ECW stories. I didn't really watch it that much. I didn't really know when it was on. It would just sporadically be on sometimes. I was like, oh, wrestling's on. And it'll be WCW. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna do 2 more fights and then wrap up this video, bro. I'm gonna do where he at? Where my boy at? Where he at? They don't have Derek Lewis on Top Fighters? Are y'all serious? Well, that's hella disrespectful. I don't understand why they won't let me. Do you have to pay for Brock? I don't know. Anywho, I'm trying to get Derek Lewis. Who's this? Isaac Frost. I'll fight this guy. If I lose because he's OP, bro, I'll be mad. But y'all, some more stories. Shoot, we can talk about my WrestleMania Access stories. It's crazy. I went to WrestleMania Access for WrestleMania, 29, and then for WrestleMania 35, and it was on the exact same day. How special is that? The first time I went with just my mom. We were gonna bring my brother and my aunt, but we didn't have enough money. We only had enough money for both of us. So back then I didn't have really any money to help. But this second time, bro, I paid for everyone. And it was me, my brother, my mother, and my cousin Ray Ray. We all went to WrestleMania Access. Both of those days were like 2 of the greatest days ever. For WrestleMania 27, it was in New Jersey. So my mom drove out to New Jersey, went out there, watched WrestleMania. Oh no! That was my fault, bro. That was my fault. I got carried away just jabbing. Alright. And I just stopped using both hands. That was my fault. I had to be smarter than that. But I hope you all can hear me, bro, because the volumes is showing like I'm gonna have to do some serious editing to make this louder. But yeah, this is another Just Talking. We here in March talking about wrestling, WWE, how much I love the WWE and wrestling. Constant in my life. We didn't even get started on no video games, bro. I basically had every single wrestling game, period, that came out in my lifetime. But let's continue. The WrestleMania. So they had a thing where if you got there, it was like one of the first 200 people or so, you get to see the oh come on, bro. How did I know that was gonna happen? I told you it was gonna be on some cheese stuff. The first 200 people or so get to see the primetime players. So we was out there early just to see the primetime players at the WrestleMania Superstore, just for them to actually show up at the Access thing, which was kind of funny. At Access, I saw Yoshitatsu, Alicia Fox. Oh gosh, I can't remember it. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Was that it? At that first access, I climbed the Money in the Bank ladder. Bro, I can't remember if I saw anybody else. I think that probably was it. Maybe that was it. Oh, okay, yeah. Those were the only people that I got autographs from. But I took pictures with JTG and Hornswoggle. And I took pictures with 3MB. Yeah. I believe that was it. And then, after that, let's talk about WrestleMania 35. I paid for 2 sessions because I was like, 1 session is not enough. Because that's why it was such a little bit of people. But that was also the same day of the Hall of Fame. So the second session was filled with NXT people. I mean, loaded with NXT people. But the first session, you know, they threw in some WWE people. So who did we meet that day? We met a lot of people. As soon as I went in there, I immediately went and met Ruby Riott. And then on her little booth part, because they had 3 people to a part. Whereas in my first access, you was online to meet 1 person. This time you were online to meet 3. So it was oh my god, it was Ruby Riott, Drake Maverick, and Jack Gallagher. I only went to see Ruby. But yeah. And after that, I don't remember the order that I saw the people in, but then who else was there? Shinsuke Nakamura, Ivory, and Tamina. Oh, I see blocking everything. Oh my god, I can't get a shot out. Bro, stop it, man. Thank you. Then after that was ooh, golly, I cannot remember the order. I can barely remember the people. Y'all can check my Instagram. I got all the pictures. I know the last set of people I met was Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, Tatiana, Taya Conti, whatever her name is. And Keith Lee was the last person. It was either Keith Lee or Matt Riddle line I was going to go on to meet. And I went ahead and decided to meet Keith Lee. Yeah. So it was either Keith Lee. I had enough time to either see Keith Lee or Matt Riddle. I saw every member of the Undisputed Era that day except for Adam Cole. I thought you had to have an exclusive pass to see Adam Cole. Turns out you didn't. It didn't. And the second time when I went, because I went on that line, it was a 2K line where you get to, it was like a 2K type pictures or whatever. So I thought you needed a certain type of member. You didn't. So Roger Strong was on that line, so that's how I got to see Roger Strong the second session. So I saw Roger Strong, the Viking Raiders, and Vanessa Bourne. And I also saw, well, you know, Undisputed Era is broken up now, but I also saw Bobby Fish, what's the other dude's name, and my boy Kyle O'Reilly, as well. I'll be amending to this, as well as this fight just happened. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm recording it the day before, so I don't know who won. But yeah, I met a lot of wrestlers though. The first ever wrestler I met was Kofi Kingston. Back when he was in Jamaica, he came to Queen Center Mall. I went on that line, met him. I've also met Becky Lynch at Toys R Us. She had an autograph signing. You had to buy something at Toys R Us to actually get to meet her. And also, man, you didn't even let me pick. And then I regret not going to see the Usos though. I really do. I also saw Jeff Hardy, Mickey James, and Kurt Hawkins at a Mets game. They had an autograph signing before the game. You had to get a certain ticket, and I got it. Me and my mom and Ray went for that one. And then I can't remember if I met anyone else. Pretty sure there's some people. Oh, at Access, I'm forgetting to mention. And yes, there is Velveteen Dream. Golly, who was on the Velveteen Dreams line? I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm about to actually look at my Instagram right now to remind myself who else was there. Who else I met that day? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Oh gosh, Amanda Nunes is so fast. I'm just gonna beat up Ron. This is the last fight, by the way. Gave y'all 3 girl fights, 3 man fights. Huge fun. Even though Isaac Frost ruined my streak. Let's go. Let's go. They talking about stamina. I'm trying to end this. So that's it. I could talk about my love for wrestling forever, but we gonna wrap it up. Some of my pictures: Vanessa Bourne, Shinsuke Nakamura, Marina Shafir, and Jessamine Duke, Velveteen Dream, Jack Gallagher, Drake Maverick, Ruby Riott, Roderick Strong, Ivor and Eric, Brian Kendrick, Sonya Deville. That's the two people. Sonya Deville and Brian Kendrick on Velveteen Dreams line, I think. And then Ivory, Tamina, Keith Lee, Tay Conte. I cannot remember what their team name is. Tyler Bate and Trent Seven, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And I believe that's it. I also didn't get to meet some people, but I did get to take a picture of them. Like Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, they had a match because they have matches at Access, and Ricky Steamboat and stuff. It was pretty cool. So yo, that's it, man. That's it, boy. I hope you enjoy it. First video of the month. We just talking like we always do in the beginning of the month. Hopefully March is a beautiful month for you and me. Beautiful month for me health-wise. Beautiful month for you health-wise and success-wise. And let's all our dreams and good fortune and positive affirmations and blessings come and manifest in our lives, okay? I love you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you for watching. Comment something. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm out. 1